What is going on, guys? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys a Monday NBA edition of my DFS podcast. We have a nice 8-game main slate to kick off quite a stretch of slates we're going to see. I was looking ahead all the way until next Sunday. We got like a full 7 days where the main slate is not going to have any less than 6 games. Very excited for this upcoming week. We got plenty on our slate with NBA, tons of games each day. Extremely excited for that. There's already some big value out there with no SGA for the Thunder and no Embiid for the 76ers. So we're going to take advantage of that in this video, staying cheap so you guys can look at some studs later on when making your lineups. No guy in this video is going to be more than 6,000. So make sure you drop a like on this video. Make sure you're subscribed. Let's start off in an awesome week. Let's have a nice win tonight. And hopefully these plays help you build a nice, strong lineup for tonight's main slate. So for point guard, with no Embiid, Tyrese Maxey has been a great play even with Embiid out there. He's seen some really high minutes and high usage as their, number 3 option behind Embiid and Tobias Harris. He's been getting a lot of minutes at the guard due to a lot of their guards being out, like Shake Milton. 41 minutes last game. He's seen some 40s in the last week. He averages like high 30s in minutes every game. Expect him to be a very popular play this week, or tonight I should say, with no Embiid. He only needs 30 fantasy points to hit value, and he has a lot of upside tonight with no Embiid on the court. Shooting guards go to Josh Giddey with no Gilgeous-Alexander for the Thunder. Giddey's going to be their number 1 option. He's going to have the ball in his hands a bunch. He already has a high usage rate with the Thunder. It's going to be a lot higher tonight without their star player SGA in the lineup. 5,700. Lock him in basically every single lineup. This isn't even a big spread. It shouldn't be a blowout. It's a great matchup against the Trailblazers. Giddey should easily get 28 fantasy points to hit his value, and he's shown in the past he has some major upside. 62 at the beginning of the month of January, and then he has a 40 in there and high 30s. Expect him to have a great chance to get 28 to hit value tonight. He's also coming off of a great game against the Pacers. 15, 10, and 5, 35 fantasy points. He is a stud of a value play tonight. Small forwards go to Andrew Wiggins. He had an awesome game for me last time I picked him. 37 minutes. I think he scored 30 fantasy points in the first half, the first quarter. His stat line was ridiculous. He was like 10 and 8 with like 2 blocks and 2 steals. He had a ridiculous first 12 minutes of the game. He needs 30 fantasy points to hit value, and ever since he got announced surprisingly into that all-star starting lineup, which a lot of people, including me, don't agree with. He's had a couple of great games to back up those results, 40 and 51. So he might be finding a nice little stretch. Maybe he's a little more comfortable with Klay Thompson out there, a little less pressure off of him. He'll be the 3rd option tonight behind Steph and Klay Thompson with an awesome matchup in Houston against the Rockets. I think this game has the highest over-under. It's at 230 right now. Wiggins is a pretty solid play. He also represents an extremely high floor of like 25 to 26 fantasy points, so he's not going to burn you, especially in cash games. For power forward, let's go to Robert Covington. He had a really rough start to the year. He actually got benched by the Blazers for a while, but he has gone through quite an awesome stretch. He's been starting. He sees over 30 minutes on every single night, every given night. A good matchup against the Thunder. He needs 26 fantasy points to hit value, and he's been doing that a lot lately. If you look at his game log, he's been one of the more consistent value hitters in the entire NBA. 34, 32, 44, 28, 43. I mean, this guy's easily getting over 25 fantasy points every single night. That's all he needs for value. He's versatile. You can put him at small forward or power forward. One of my favorite plays on the slate. I had him yesterday, and he did not disappoint, hitting value 28.4. So an awesome play at 5,300 tonight. And then for center, probably the chalkiest play of the night. No Joel Embiid. Let's get this nice price of Andre Drummond at 4.4K. We all know when he starts and gets the minutes, he has 50 to 60 point upside. There's a really good chance he hits 10x his value. He needs 44 fantasy points to get 10x his value. Probably going to see 30 to 32 minutes tonight against the Grizzlies. A good matchup. Again, with no Embiid, Drummond's going to be out there a bunch tonight. He's an obvious automatic play. I do not recommend fading him tonight. That'll sum up today's video, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you're subscribed. And pay attention up until lock. News changes all the time in the NBA. But until next time, I am the FD Guru, and I am signing off. See ya.